Okay, guys, these teacher and student relationships gotta stop. There's another teacher out in Arizona being accused of grooming a student. Not only that, her and the student got into it because she found out that the student was chopping up another teacher at a different school. Now, for that first teacher, you're gonna see a bunch of people online saying, hold up, that's Noah Beck's sister. Every article, Noah Beck's sister, Noah Beck's sister. And if you're like me, you're probably asking the same thing. Who the is Noah Beck? Why are we not just saying the teacher's name? So Noah Beck is basically this TikTok influencer with like 33 million followers. He blew up online doing TikTok dances, skits, whatever. But really, I'm looking at his account. He's clouded for being hot. Women think he's attractive. That's really what this comes down to. And he would post videos with his older sister, Haley Beck. She's 27. So boom, Haley Beck is a teacher out in Arizona, and she works at this school called Centennial High. And she's being accused of having a relationship and grooming this student. Investigators say this started while he was her student during his sophomore and junior year. And at some point, this situation gets reported. And on August 2025, Haley gets placed on administrative leave. And once that happens, that's when investigators start looking deeper into everything. Messages, communication, all of that. Now, court documents from the case are currently being circulated all over the internet. And the investigators found over 4,000 text messages between her and the student. In those texts, she was often referring to herself as sugar mama, calling him sugar baby. There's one where she's even comparing the situation to prostitution. There's another one where she said that she was worried that if she stopped sending him money, he would stop talking to her. And that ties into another part of this because according to what's being reported and what people know about this are saying, she was sending him money, buying him things, bringing him food, bringing him gifts, letting him miss class, helping boost his grades. She even lended him her car. And I guess students noticed this. They asked her about it, and she was like, oh, he's just getting a Christmas gift that I left in the car for him. In the text, you're also going to see them planning to meet up together outside the school. And I'm pretty sure we can infer what was happening outside the school, but that hasn't been confirmed yet. Now, around July 2025, things would start to escalate. Supposedly, Haley was upset with the student because he was showing other students in the school videos of them together. I'm not sure what was in those videos. And listen to this. Supposedly, another reason that Haley was upset, there was a point where she was accusing him of being involved with another teacher. And the name that's going around is Angela Berlocka. And now she's also being investigated for inappropriate behavior involving a student. The police say that Angela, who was 47, sent explicit videos to the student while saying his name. Which, what the fuck? Jesus. I know. Somehow that student's grandmother saw the videos and she reported it to authorities, which is what caused the investigation. So now Haley Beck and Angela get put on administrative leave. But the crazy thing is, neither of them have been charged with anything. One teacher has thousands of texts, money and gifts, and the other teacher has explicit videos of herself on the student's phone, but no charges are filed? The Maricopa County Attorney Office doesn't think there's enough evidence right now to really press charges, which I'm not sure how there's not enough evidence. I'm not a lawyer or anything, but I thought that even, like, especially when it's men, pedos, I would think we get them with less. And because right now there's no charges, TikTok is going into an uproar. And they're thinking, okay, for y'all to still be unsure if y'all can charge, y'all must not be taking this serious because it's a boy. Because if this was a girl student involved with a man teacher, this would have been done. Closed case. What's crazy is that I was looking at the comments and there are, still those men that say, like, who cares? Like, he got the hit, which, oh my God, we just don't take essays seriously when it comes to men. I don't know why. Now, with all this going on, people are now doing their own deep dive on the situation. Now listen. Haley has a sister named Tatum Beck, right? So it's Noah, Haley, and Tatum. People found an old video that they're now sharing all over the place. And in this video, there's like this trend where you'll have one of your friends run, the other person chases you with the camera, and then you say, suspect is doing this, and you tell something about them. It sounds like a secret about them. So Noah's holding the phone on Haley, and he says, Suspects best friends with their students. Haley turns around and says, well, they're nice to me. Which when we saw this, we're like, what the it almost seems like y'all knew about this. Did y'all know about this? Look at the comments. They all knew. Look at this. See, this is why y'all gotta be careful with what y'all post, because the way that looked, it's almost like, did Noah know? Did Tatum know? It seems like y'all cracking jokes about it right here. I went to Noah's page to see if he responded, and look at these comments. I just know he's pissed at her. Oh my God. Y'all better leave him alone. This got nothing to do with him. Oh my God. I think the family all knew. They all knew, girl. Oh, this is looking crazy. But yeah, he hasn't responded. I don't see no new posts since March 26th. Then I went to Tatum's page. She's posting like nothing's even happening. She just posted a skincare routine. Oh my God, look at the top comment. Now y'all know damn well this is the address me elephant. Oh my God. This is kind of impressive that she's able to keep posting like nothing's happening when this whole thing is going down. I'm guessing this is what their lawyers told them to do. But yeah. Now guys, I've been making this video for a second, and the text between Haley and the student has been like floating around the internet. And if you were to look at this, you kind of see the dynamic they had. It doesn't look like he cared for this teacher. In here, they're talking about meeting up. Haley's asking, what are they going to eat, or what are they doing? The student says a car mukbang. The student says, I don't got all day. I got to get ready to leave at 7 a.m. tomorrow, but probably a car mukbang. And as you can see here, the student requests money. Haley sends him the money on Apple Pay. After that, she says some things that I cannot repeat on here. The student says, you're funny. After she says those things, she's like, but I'm serious. Just call me if you're feeling crazy. The student says, that's why it's funny. Maybe tonight. And this one, Haley says, one compliment gets you $5 gas money. The student says, well, I'm gonna have to shell out about 5 compliments. Haley says, you better start now. Well, no, now they're forced. I don't want them anymore. He says, I think your boots are very fitting. The proportion well on your legs. I think your top is cute because of the fray lacy look. I think the hat is fire. Okay, belt, I see that, and I like your hair straight. Boom. Haley says, was that so hard for you to be honest? You should have seen me the last time I wore this shirt. Then the student says, crazy. Now cough it up. What? She says, you know, just a you look good would have sufficed. Why the hell are you driving 72 miles tonight? The student says, you said 5. Bro, because I have to go to this dumb youth camp at North High. Blah, 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 blah. Haley says, yeah, and while you have a girlfriend on the side, but at least you know that I'm not going to start arguments with you randomly. I don't know if this is supposed to be a compliment or offensive. The student says, compliment, you're just not in a... He basically says here that she doesn't have the best body. He reacts at her when she says that he has a GF on the side. The student says, I live a wild life, what can I say? So Haley says, so this is you admitting you have a girlfriend. If that's the case, I'm not doing nothing with you. The student says, I don't have a girlfriend for real. Haley says, okay, thank you. I really hope you aren't trolling me though, because weirdly that is when I'd cut everything off. Not like us being cool, but just everything else that they're doing. So I hope you aren't lying just to keep it. The student says, nah, FS. What is FS, guys? I mean, if I was 27 and had a BF that was a cop while I'm breaking the law with my student. Haley has a boyfriend? What the is that true? Then down here, Haley says some more things that clearly cross the line. Haley offers to purchase alcohol for the student. Haley says if you want tequila later, you'd have to like meet me somehow or wait till I'm done. The student says, yeah, when you're done, but not tequila. Just a big bottle of whatever that will get us drunk. We're drinking Crown when we get there, so get something that will mix with Crown. Bro, so I forgot to mention this earlier. In the reports, they were also saying that she was buying the student alcohol and like something to smoke. Now, I'm not sure where these texts start, but this is another part. It says, Haley says, unless you found others to do that stuff for you now, apparently 12. The student says, man, it was. Haley says, I knew that was going to happen, to be honest. Like, you choose to be the nice guy. There's no compromise in breakups, but somehow she's still going to do that same Like, do it now when you have the opportunity to be the one that didn't do anything wrong, or else the cycle will just keep going. But your life, do you? I just feel like you are so ready to be done. I think she's trying to convince him to break up with his girlfriend. He has a girlfriend? Oh my God, this teacher is trying to convince her student to break up with his girlfriend. Ugh. The student texts her and says, hey, sugar mommy, nice to hear from you. At the perfect time, look at you being telepathically connected. Haley says, you better suck up right now because I cried myself to sleep last night because you didn't say love your back. No way. No way, Haley. I also decided I don't like the little title of Sugar Mommy. It makes me feel used. The student says, oh my gosh, what title do you prefer, Crybaby? Haley says, watch it. I'm being drama. I didn't cry, but I was visibly shocked. Haley said, I would like to be called darling or doll. Always suffices. The student says, I fell asleep, big whoop, and then request money. She said, if I cut you off from the money benefit from all this, I really fear you would never speak to me. The student says, I don't know if we should try to find out. Oh my God. Haley says, is that a threat? I think you would miss me for me just a little bit, but enjoy your expensive Fort Lauderdale pregnant lady beach tacos. Now this is like a different day, and like basically Haley's asking when they're gonna link up, and he says, I won't be seeing you today unless you pick me up from the airport. And then the student says some more things that I can't mention. Haley said, I thought I can't since you have to go get your dad. The student says, at the crib, out front. Haley says, ugh, it's so sus doing it during the day, but okay, whatever you say. The student says, come inside, not chill, car it is. Haley says, if no one was home, then yeah, preferably that, but I guess I'll settle for being a rebellious teen. What the she's 27. Then the student calls her a big kid stuck in high school talking to a student. The world we live in, am I right? Haley says, like, why are you complaining and making me feel bad? Like you're basically getting a relationship out of me without the arguments and constant need for commitment and reassurance, so you're welcome. Oh my God. She's basically telling the student she's cool with being a side piece. This, God. And there's no charges yet? This is nuts. You can tell in those texts the student was like using her, obviously. You could tell it didn't seem like he even cared about her. He just wanted her money and what else he can get from her. This is nuts. Okay, guys, last thing over here. Noah has a video that resurfaced with his mother. And they're doing like that Slob My Knob song with Future, I believe. And he's singing the lyrics, and his mom comes up on the ad-libs, and then he pushes her head back down. You guys gotta understand. The lyrics on this song is saying slob my knob, and then he's pushing his mother's head down on all the ad-libs. This is just, what the fuck is going on with this family? I'm sorry, I'm done. I can't. What do you want me to do? Noah's family. What are y'all doing? What is this? There's something wrong here, guys. I ain't gonna hold you. Something's wrong at this point. Haley Beck is expected to be fired right about now, somewhere in April. And as of right now, that's all I know about. If there's any more update, guys, I'll let you know. Other than that, this story ends here. As I always say, what do you think about this? Guys, we're at 2.2 million followers. I never thought that I'll be hanging out with you guys, being a content creator. And now we're streamers and we watch the videos together. I'm happy to be on this journey with you. And it's crazy because I'm actually a music artist. This is what I love to do. I really just make the videos for y'all. So if you could do anything, can you please follow the page for me? Now, outside of all this, Dead Gang, remember, it was just you. You had a plan. There is a child version of yourself inside of you that believed in something, that dreamed of something, that wanted something. Everybody left him behind, which means you can't. If you don't want to try anymore, fine, but at least do it for them. They deserve it. I know that you're discouraged, but you are getting so close. We only get one life. And on Dead Gang shit, we not finna live it like no weak motherfucker. On Dead and them, we got work to do. So don't forget to pop your shit, star. Yeah. I shouldn't have to go undercover just to find out if you're going out with another. But I roll the dice, I go on a drive, you calling me insecure until I caught you out here lacking 4K. You always wore a mask on Halloween, but I didn't know that this was something that you do every night. The day that I realized that I had made a mistake, I'm crying.